Islands and Rideau Lakes.
Last night at Health Committee, the President of PHAC confirmed that the Prime Minister's continued mandates are driven by political science. He said there were no metrics to justify these mandates and no metrics that can be met to lift them. And while infectious disease experts and now PHAC are both pointing to politics as the reason for federal mandates, officials are dropping the last of the provincial mandates. When will the Prime Minister and this government drop the politics and end the mandates?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I was in that meeting. I thank my honourable colleague for the collaboration on the Health Committee. Look, all Canadians are sick and tired of COVID-19. We all agree that, but we want it to go away, but just wishing it away is not going to make it happen. So over the past few months, we've made some amendments, we've made some changes, and we continue to see more deaths from COVID-19. In fact, over 1,700 deaths from COVID-19 in May alone. The most important thing that we can do to get through this pandemic is consider getting vaccinated. Mr. Speaker, we'll continue to be informed by science, not the political games of the Conservative opposition.
The Honourable Member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands and Rideau Lakes.
The Parliamentary Secretary talks about political games. He's talking about vaccines. Their government's already thrown 5 million doses in the garbage. We've heard from infectious disease specialists that their mandates are saving 0 lives. They're ineffective. They're political in their entirety. Dr. Tam last night said they won't do away with mandates because they'll be too hard to force upon Canadians later. Does that sound like medical science to anyone? The Prime Minister won't give up his control over Canadians because they won't let him take it from them again. Enough is enough. When will this Prime Minister end the mandates?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives can't seem to make up their minds about vaccinations. The member from Yorkton Melville claims that the government has a secret agenda after refusing to get vaccinated. This type of rhetoric is divisive, and all members of this House should stop trying to spread.
I'm just going to interrupt. We started off really well, but it seems to have gone downhill, so I just want to make sure everybody can hear the answer that's being given. The Honourable Member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands and Rideau Lakes asked a question. I'm sure he wants to hear the answer. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary, please, from the top.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Conservatives just can't seem to make up their minds about vaccinations. A year ago, they were saying we would never have enough vaccinations to get every Canadian vaccinated, yet, lo and behold, we have gotten many vaccinations in the arms of Canadians, but the member from Yorkton Melville claims the government has some kind of secret agenda after refusing to get vaccinated herself. Her colleague, the Conservative MP from Niagara West, has talked about banning our mRNA vaccines in Canada. That's the same vaccine that has saved millions and millions of lives. Mr. Speaker, the science is clear. Vaccines are safe and effective in reducing the spread of COVID-19, as well as reducing severe cases, hospitalizations, and death. When will the Conservatives get on board and encourage their constituents to get vaccinated?